Let's take a drive from Salt Lake City, Utah to northern Illinois. Come on, everybody. Just outside of Salt Lake, we came upon this car fire. So flustered by the car fire, we didn't take a whole lot of photos or videos until we got to the state of Wyoming. We started our trip on Interstate 80 and then eventually wound our way north and caught up with Interstate 90. There's an incredible amount of open roads through the western United States. It was nice that the interstate went underneath the train tracks. Being from the Midwest, it's not often we get to see these types of rock formations. We even got to drive through the Green River Tunnel. This was really fun. We've now turned off the interstate and are just on a 2-lane highway. The changes in scenery were just beautiful. We were driving along Wyoming Route 220. During our last drive through Wyoming, we found Independence Rock State Park. This was a well-known stop along the Oregon Trail. There's a small visitor center as well as many paths that lead over to the rock. You are even allowed to climb up the rock, if you so desire. Even though there's a lake here, we're still over 6,000 feet above sea level. It was very interesting seeing these huge freight trains. Now we're passing through a bit more of a forested area of the state. But before you know it, the trees kind of disappear and you're back to the flatlands. We even passed some wildlife along the way. That was kind of fun. There was just a whole lot of driving between I-80 and I-90. Yay! Now we're in South Dakota. A new state, but just as flat. And we have to go all the way across South Dakota from the far western edge to the far eastern edge. The western edge of South Dakota is very pretty with the Black Hills area. We are slowly moving our way down the mountains. We're now at an elevation of about 3,400 feet. we're now starting to see some of the first signs for Wall Drug. For those who don't know, Wall Drug was a drugstore started in Wall, South Dakota in 1931. It's just outside Badlands National Park. Driving from one entrance of Badlands National Park to the other is about 20 miles. You really don't get a very good view of Badlands National Park from the interstate, but trust me when I say it is a beautiful park to visit. Once you pass Badlands, there's really not a whole lot in South Dakota, except these gorgeous sunflower fields. Then we started seeing some hay fields, and there's still more South Dakota to come. After many more hours of driving, we were finally crossing the Missouri River. And we're still driving in South Dakota. Seemingly out of nowhere, we came across Porter Sculpture Park in Montrose, South Dakota. This might be a cool place to visit. Why does it seem like there are an extensive number of bugs on the windshield as we pass into Minnesota? Fun fact, Minnesota gets approximately 25% of its power from wind. The overwhelming red terrain and mountains of the West have now given way to the flat green of the Midwest. As a Midwesterner, this is the type of road that I'm used to. The dry desert air has given way to low clouds and fog. Now we're approaching the Mississippi River. These bluffs are gorgeous. The low clouds just look so cool. Here we are crossing the mighty Mississippi River. Once we cross the river, we're no longer in Minnesota. We're now in Wisconsin. Rainy travels through the state of Wisconsin. We're about to enter the final state in our trek, Illinois. Entering Illinois on US Highway 12. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It lets me know that you are enjoying the content.